Hey guys, Kyrie with another YouTube video, and this is the second patch of Season 16, 26.2. So this patch, there's a lot of changes for both jungle and AD carry. Of course, we're looking at jungle. Yeah, there's this skin, Gotcha, and let's see. Well, the thoughts I don't really care too much. Aatrox is getting a buff, I think, for jungle slightly. He's not gonna be like what he was before, where he was like one-shotting like the Raptor Camp level 1. But he'll definitely be a lot more playable with this patch than he was last patch. He's still playable right now, but like he's definitely better now, for sure. This bonus damage. It's also not bad for laning trucks for stealing camps, but that's besides the point. And then the Gwen change. I don't know how big this is because I already think she clears fine. I think her clear speed, her clear speed's fine, and I think she's like, I mean, she doesn't really take damage from camps. Like, I feel like because of how OP Dusk and Dawn is, she'll still be strong in the jungle. That's what I think, but I could be completely wrong. Maybe this is really big because it is like a lot, but it's hard to say right now. Because actually, she doesn't feel like Omega S tier compared to like Dana Echo, but she's definitely up there. So she will probably still be viable, just a bit weaker early game, I think. And then Jace is taking a fat nerf. His Q on both forms is taking a nerf, so yeah, it feels pretty bad. I do think maybe you might have to start Raptors or Wolves now, so you can go W. Because usually, you know, Q is good for starting for starting a buff camp. Lilia is taking what, a nerf? Well, yeah, I don't know. It's like really random, to be honest. But she's like, whatever. Malphite is taking a slight nerf. This champion is played a lot in high MMR than is in low, but you can play in low elo. It's like another like a Moo type jungler. Like, I mean, it's like very easy to play. Has CC, has decent fighting. It's just all around a strong champion. He'll still be playable. I don't think this will kill him. I think if anything, like his ult increase is what can actually nerf him in the jungle a bit more. Everything else is kind of whatever, because like this is like actually like nothing. So this champ is getting a buff. Nobody knows why he's getting a buff because he's already strong. Apparently he's struggling this season. Yeah, let's just lie to everyone. There's no way, but he's definitely good. Nunu is getting a nerf. This is a champion that didn't really get affected from new season clear because like his thing does true damage, is to consume. So yeah, good to get slight nerf. He'll still be good though. And is that it? I mean, there's like one more. Oh wait, Talia. Oh, we're buffing Talia jungle. Yeah, this is toxic, by the way. This champion might actually be like very strong now. Yeah, I don't know. This is really OP. If she does become meta. This kind of meta where farming is very good, Talia is very good in that. Glad Viego was getting a nerf. I mean, this champ will definitely be like S tier, I think, or at least A tier. Zed getting a nerf. I don't know how much this nerf is clear, but I'm pretty sure he will still clear pretty fast. Maybe it's like a 240. I mean, right now, what? He does like a 230, I think? 220? I mean, he'll still probably clear faster than every other jungler. Maybe he doesn't have the angle to just straight up base and get his item advantage, but he'll still be good. His item is finally getting a nerf. God bless. I don't know if he'll still be good. Okay, so this item for Kindred, I think will actually be good. 600 range. I don't think it's that hard to get. So if you get to the 7 mark points and this is like a 4th item build on Kindred. If you can get to 4 items and then you have 7 marks, you build Hex Optics, I think it's actually viable. That's what I think. So I'm gonna be trying it when it gets buffed tomorrow. Hopefully I get a Kindred game, I get to 4 items. But yeah, I think it's very good. So this is the way I'm gonna structure my tier list from now on. Is Z tier. S tier is still pretty strong. You know, S counter pick. So, you know, like an S counter pick champion is Kha'zix. Very good champion to pick if he has a good matchup. Very free scaling, good mid 2v2. But like, yeah, we're gonna do it like this. Aatrox, I don't know how the nerf is gonna be or how it's gonna be, but I'm gonna put it in situational for now. He's probably like good in the right spots. And let's see, what's that as like a Z tier champ? Like Karthus is a Z tier champ. Champ is not balanced. Oh. Champ is not balanced. Clears very fast. I mean, it's clearing a nerf threat, so he'll still be very viable. Very good with 80 champions. I think Belweth is kind of weak. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's situational. Maybe it's weak. Actually, I'm not sure. But I haven't seen a single Belweth currently. Probably because invading is quote unquote weak, but I don't think so. But maybe her items are just not that good. Like going Kraken Stridebreaker. So I'm going to put her in weak. Hecarim, I think, is very strong S tier. Endless Hunger is very OP on him. And he has very good builds right now. And full clearing is like pretty strong, I would say. And he's like one of the better full clearers. I don't think he's Z tier. Maybe he is, but I'm not really sure for that one. Jarvan, I think, is a great champion to blind pick. Great mobility. Well, not great mobility. Great ganking. I mean, he has good mobility too. Good. His builds are very strong. He can play carry builds like Profane. Into lethality. He can play bruiser builds that are very strong. He can also play like a shit's name build and just be a tank. They're all very viable. Echo is very strong, S tier for sure, with Dusk and Dawn. He didn't get touched, so yeah, he's still very strong, just like Diana is also very strong. I think Diana is stronger than Echo, in my opinion, just because Echo, there is like some counterplay to the champion, but I feel like Diana has a bit less counterplay. Like they both have counterplay. I'm not I know like what like you probably were thinking, but I think Echo is easier to outplay than Diana is. But his damage now is like very easy to get off though if he does get onto you. And his build is like Dusking Dawn, Shadow Flame, Decap. Another Dusking Dawn champion is Gwen. I think she's still S tier, but I can be completely wrong. Maybe it's situational, but I'm not sure. Evelyn is not worth playing, I'm pretty sure. This champ is complete trash. Doesn't do damage. I mean, it's like complete coin flip. I think Elise, I don't know, maybe situational? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Briar, situational champion. Good in the right spots. Quite a good counter pick, but I don't know what this champ really counter picks, so it's pretty situational, I think. Needs to be a very good comp. They can't kite her too much, and definitely short range usually. I mean, that's how they don't kite you, if they're short range usually, so you can like stick onto them. And pretty volatile games, you know, she's pretty good. Can't play into like Kindred or something, feels very bad. I'm talking about Kindred. I mean, I think Kindred is for sure S tier as a champion. I think her crit items are very strong. If she gets to her 4 marks especially, I think she is very strong in the game in team fights, and her damage is very high, more than last season, so definitely very good. Ivern, I'm pretty sure, okay, I'm gonna put him as counter pick, but I'm pretty sure Ivern's very OP if you can play him into like Karthus. I mean, you can go either way that matchup, but it's definitely a playable matchup. And like champions are like that can't really like, okay, the thing is like full clear is OP, so usually Ivern doesn't really like that if junglers can just full clear because like Ivern can't really punish. But a matchup where like Ivern like they can't like just full clear and it's like very OP for them. So like let's say, I mean, Karthus is fine just because like you both clear fast and like your shielding is getting to Karthus. Like a good matchup would be, like a chill matchup would be like like tank matchups, maybe Viego, and like it's like okay into Jarvan, so I'm not bad into Jarvan. It's probably like okay into Echo, probably not that good into Dana, Gwen, because Echo doesn't farm as fast as the other AP champs. Nunu, I think, is very good in the right spots. If you can gank lanes, like if your laners are like the champs where it's like they all want to play for lane and they just want you to gank, like Nunu and like champs like Xin Zhao are very good in those kind of spots. Where's Xin Zhao? Am I blind? I mean, he's supposed to be right here now. Oh, he's right here. Okay, well, I'll get him after. Okay, there. Graves, I think, is situational because one, they can't be high range because like your champ is shit, like has no range, and two, they should be more AD heavy on damage than magic resist or than AP. Even though your grid stacks give you magic resist now, like you would rather verse more heavy AD comps, and then your champ's not bad. So it's like the times I insta-lock Graves is when I see like I don't know, like Jin Jarvan, like that's like the most lowest damage AD comp like you can play against, you know, like shit like that is like pretty good. Jace, I think the nerf doesn't matter too much, so I still think he's S tier. I don't think he's Z tier anymore, but I definitely think he's still strong. Nocturne, very situational. I don't know if he's a good counter pick, but definitely if you can farm and hit your 6 and you have combos like Orianna, Aurora on your team, you can make stuff happen. Like Kennen's also good with him. Rumble, like champs that have like a lot of AoE or like a good follow up like Akali, Ari are all good with Nocturne, so you need these champions to be paired with you. Mumu, I mean, he's like, I don't know. I don't like pushing for Mumu, but maybe Laura Mar is like a lot better to play. Where's Volibear actually? Volibear is actually broken though. Like seriously, like this champ has to be strong. Dusk and Dawn's very OP on him, and he clears, he fights. I think he does everything. I think he's definitely up there. I mean, if Volibear's up there, I feel like Hecarim's also S tier. That's what I think. A lot of the full clears are S tier, or Z tier in my opinion. Olaf jungle seems weak. I think once Rengar gets his bug fixes, like the champ is not bugged anymore, he's a completely Z tier champ and still will be if played by a good player, piloted by a good OTP. Master Yi, I think, is a good S tier counter pick. The reason why he's a counter pick is because he's not good into CC crowd control champs, and so if they pick low CC and your matchup is very free, yeah, I mean Master Yi is just omega broken. Brand, I think, is pretty weak. I think it's not worth playing. He's weaker than all the other EP champions. And I think if you do want to play him, you need to have like a Rel, a Nautilus, or Leona on your team. Ideally, Rel or Nautilus are better because Merc Cred's value matter less on those champions compared to Leona. And yeah, ideally you would deal with him and then like yeah, you can run the map. So he's like maybe situational, but I think he's quite weak if you don't have those kind of champions. So I guess it's like situational. If you have Rel or Nautilus, I think it's very strong, definitely viable. Jax is a good S tier counter pick into like Kindred, potentially. Into like Graves is okay. You can pick into Xin Zhao. It's really good into Xin Zhao. Nidalee, I think is, I don't know, situational. I think if you have setup and you have poking kind of champions and you can like play to dive, you have Renekton on your team, stuff like that. Champs that Nidalee is good with. Nidalee is good. Lee Sin, probably the same boat as Nidalee. I feel like Lee Sin and Nidalee, whenever like they're strong, they're both in the same category, same like strength, because like they both are very strong in skirmishing and like clearing their camps and like just pressuring the game. They're like very similar in style, so I feel like they should always be in the same like section of a tier list in terms of strength. Kayn, I think, is very good as counter pick if you are able to play into comps. So if it's a really good blue form game, Kayn's definitely good. If it's a really good red form game, Kayn's really good, especially with Endless Hunger being added into the game. I do think red form is way stronger than blue form right now. I think blue form is like kind of weak, but it's definitely viable if it's like in the red spot. So you only pick them if it's a really good form game, like it's like really angling one of the forms. Rammus, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like Rammus is just like whatever, honestly. I'd rather play Nunu, I think. Lilia, I think, is like more of a counter pick. If you're able to play into champs that are not super, they kind of like just punish your early game and you can farm a bit more. So like Graves is not a bad Lilia matchup. Echo is not a bad Lilia matchup. Like you can free scale, you can outfarm it. And like Jax is not bad, Kayn is not bad. Like if you get into these matchups and then like they're not able to take cleanse that easily, I think Lilia is a very good champ in that kind of scenario. I think Trorath is an underrated champion, but my knowledge on the champ is like not that insanely high. But I mean, judging from like how the champion's kit is, I mean, if you have good, to me, if you have a strong ball lane and your ball lane is hard winning, which is not easy to tell when lower ranked player, but let's say you're a duo with a ball laner, right? So most likely your ball lane will win, and you stack dragons. I think that's when Trorath is really broken. You can just keep stacking your ults, keep going to the dragon, stacking your dragon, you get 2 drakes. I think game is really good because once you hit like 10 stacks on him, I feel like your ult is like super OP. But they did nerf Battle Pipes, so his build is a bit weaker now, I think. But I mean, still probably a fine champion. I have no idea about Ambassador Jungle, but I think it's situational. I think she's weaker than the other champions right now, so I think Fizz Jungle is just weak. I mean, not much to say. Neferi jungle, I think, is, I guess, like a counter pick in a way. It's good if they pick Kha'Zix randomly, blindly. It's like fine. If you have like Ari on your team, something can dive with you and set you up, and then you just keep diving. It's not bad. So you like pair it with other champions. In terms of matchups, it wants to play into like Kha'Zix. It's like okay into Graves. It's like not bad into Nidalee. It's probably fine into champions that like can't really fight back, like Nunu. Probably not bad into Kane. I feel like it's bad into like Kindred, bad into like Diana, Karthus, Volibear. Like these champs like kind of all like destroying the Fury 1v1. Skarner, just don't play Skarner, please. Don't play Maokai jungle. I think Rek'Sai is weak. I think he's gotten too much indirect nerfs because of top lane Rek'Sai. But it doesn't mean you can't play him. You can definitely play him. Sal's jungle is weak, but I mean you can pick him if you have like literally the best ultimate team comp. By the way, like he just can't clear his camps as he used to before. Sejuani is weak. I mean just don't pick tank junglers unless you like. Amumu's not bad as a tank jungler because he can go the Andrews. These champs you can't. Like, well, Maokai technically you can, but it's like just not worth to play. Morgana situational. If they have like Vi or something, it's definitely good. Viego, who just got buff, I think is gonna be at least S tier minimum. I mean, he's already like decent, and he clears fast. He clears well. He has good item builds. He can build crits, which is very good. So definitely not a bad champion. Mundo, I think is a S tier counter pick. If they have tanks, you have free matchup where you can play for tempo, play for objective, stronger ball lane. I think Mundo is very good in those spots. Shaco, I think is just not worth playing. Zara jungle, I think situational. I think you have a good matchup. You can't really be punished. I think it's playable. Zac is not really worth playing in the jungle role, I feel like. He's kind of weak. He's a better laner in my opinion. I think Kiana jungle is kind of weak too, I think. I think every other champion is just stronger than Kiana. I think you have to be an actual OTP to play this champ now in the jungle. So, yeah. If you're not an OTP, it's pretty weak. Alright, my bad. Low cutouts. By the way, let's continue. Riven jungle, I mean, I feel like situational. I feel like you have to be an OTP, otherwise it's not that good into like Z and S tier champs. Taliyah jungle, I think will be Z tier. I just have a feeling. I think those buffs are too big. Vi is just not worth playing in the jungle role. Wukong is definitely very good. If you have a free matchup, into like heavier AD comps, he doesn't do that well into AP champions, but he does really good into AD champions. So you can play into like Xin Zhao, play into like Nocturne, play into like Kane. Kha'Zix is not bad. Graves is okay. It's not bad. Okay. I think Zed is going to be a lot weaker, but I mean, it's fine. I think it's whatever. Warwick, not worth playing, I think. He's kind of bad. Maybe he's like weak. I don't think he's like not worth playing. Udyr is definitely not worth playing. I think this champion it just looks so bad every game I see it. So Talon, very situational. If you can pick it in the right spots where they're not, I mean, you can like actually like kill them. It's not bad. You definitely need to play ahead of the curve to be able to pilot him. Fiddlestick is a Z tier or S tier counter pick. If you have Akshan on your team and stuff, and you have a free matchup where they can't punish you, so champs that can't really invade you, definitely a good champion. Karthus is just better though. Pantheon is not worth playing. Kind of weak in solo queue, I would say. I don't think I'm missing many other champions. Okay, this is my tier list. I think definitely play Z and S tier champs. They're really strong. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions down below. And make sure you check out the second channel where I'm doing VAR reviews on all the high level players and see what they do different and how they climb. So check that out. And either way, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.